Herzberg recommends a 1.39 millimeter concentric gouge. The thickness of the gouge can be adjusted to expose harder or softer cane during profiling. Observe that a piece of cane contains both less dense and more dense material. The harder or more dense material is toward the bark, and the softer or less dense material is toward the inner wall. A thinner gouge means that the top surface of the eventual profiled piece is closer to where the outer bark of the tube was. This equals harder cane. A thicker gouge means that the top surface of the eventual profiled piece is closer to where the inner wall of the tube was. This equals softer cane. Soak your cane until it is thoroughly hydrated, about 4 or more hours. I soaked this cane overnight. A pre-gouger removes pulp and excess cane to save time and effort and to lengthen the life of your gouger blade. Here are 2 different sets of pre-gougers. This is a Reeds and Stuff pre-gouger, and this is a Greg James pre-gouging set. On the Reeds and Stuff, you can see the round blade that's going to scoop out the pulp, and the flat blade that's going to cut the edges to an equal length. Here is the round blade, and here is the flat blade. Gouging fine-tunes the desired curve and thickness. Here are 2 different gougers. This is an RDG gouger, and this is a Greg James gouger. Here's the curved blade on each of them, and here's the cane bed where the cane will go. The Greg James gouger has a clamp that pushes the cane evenly down into the bed. The clamps on the RDG gouger are only on the ends. The thickness of a gouge shaving is set to 5/100ths of an inch. Observing the quality of the shaving as it is removed by the blade offers another way to sort cane. Holding the shaving up to a window or lamp exposes a snapshot of the integrity of the cane fibers. In my opinion, this is cane that is more likely to be good. as the surface is intact, with small and consistently shaped woody vascular bundles, and the surface is smooth. This is cane that is more likely to be bad, as it is littered with holes, has inconsistently shaped vascular bundles, the surface is hairy or rough, and the woody bundles are interspersed with thick lines of pith. My theory is that vibrations need a clean, unbroken path to properly travel down the length of the reed, and I discard any cane that does not have a mostly clean surface. This does not help me choose good pieces of cane, but it does help me discard and not waste any more time on very bad pieces. Not all of the pieces I put in my good pile are going to be good pieces of cane, but most likely everything I put in my bad pile are going to be very bad pieces of cane. Let the cane dry for as long as possible, bark up. Let it dry for at least 4 days, till it's completely dry, longer than that if possible. If you are space or time challenged, a food dehydrator is an acceptable way to dry your cane. Dry it at a low temperature, less than 125 degrees for example, for around 8 hours.